Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today thank you so much for stopping by. In this video we'll be cutting and sewing this backless halter neck flare dress that you can see on your screen. So for this tutorial you'll be needing at least 3 yards of any fabric of your choice. So this is the fabric I'll be using. It's an Ankara fabric. So for an Ankara fabric you'll be needing 3 yards. For a normal fabric like crepe that has a longer length, you'll be needing about 2.5 yards. So I'll be cutting out the front first. What I'll do is to fold my fabric. I'll open the fabric up first and I'll fold it like this, like we are cutting out a flare. So this is just for the front. So after folding my fabric in place, the next thing I'm going to do now is to place my measurements on the pointy edge of the fabric. So my shoulder measurement divided by 2 is 8 inches. But if you check the neckline of this dress, it is pleated. So you need more than your shoulder measurement. So I'm placing about 9.5 inches at this point. Once I open it up, it's going to be wider, and which is what I need because I want to pleat the neckline area. So I'm going to rule a straight line across the 9.5 inches. You've already seen my outcome. If you feel like the neckline area was not full enough, you can add more than 1.5 inches to your actual shoulder measurement divided by 2. So after rolling a straight line across that point, whatever is left is going to be the length of my dress. So I'll place my tape from that point and I'll go down on this end to see what is left there. So the length of my dress is going to be about 33.5 inches, which is okay for me. So what I'll do now is to place my tape back on the pointy edge. I'm going to be measuring the length of my dress from that point since it's easier that way. So from that point, the length of the dress is about 43.5 inches. So what I'll do is to keep my tape on the pointy edge and I'm going to mark 45.5 inches all the way. Okay, so I'm marking it in a circle. I'll keep placing the tape on the tip and I'll move the tape around on the base of the dress and I'll keep marking my 45.5 inches all the way to the other end of the fabric. After marking all the way around, I went ahead to connect the dots as you can see. So what I'll do now is to go ahead and cut all the way to the other end. So we have the circular effect for the base. The next thing I'm going to do now is to go up on the shoulder line by 1 inch because we'll be folding the upper part of this dress to get a casing where my rope is going to pass through. So for that I'm going to go off from the previous line by 1 inch and I'll rule a straight line across like this. After doing that, I'll go ahead and cut the line now. The first line, I'll cut through the first line. So this is what we have for the front. So you're going to head over to your sewing machine to create a casing for the rope to pass through. Remember we marked 1 inch, so you fold in half an inch, then you fold in the other half an inch to get a neat finishing. And you're going to also fold in the side that is going to serve as the armhole area of the dress. So I'll be using this front to illustrate how to cut out the back before we cut it out. So this 1 inch that I went up with is not included in this measurement. You are going to determine how deep you want the back of the dress to be. So I want mine to start from the waist, and my waist point is 16 inches. So I placed my tape on that point and I went down by 16 inches. So now I'm going to mark that 16 inches in a circular form, as you can see. So I'm placing my tape on this point, and I'm passing it all the way around. So you're going to do that depending on how deep you want your neckline to, the back neckline to be, and then you're going to connect all the way, as you can see me doing. So after doing that, now I'm going to go up by 1.5 inches because we're going to pass an elastic band through the casing at the back. So I'm going up from that line now by 1.5 inches, which is going to be for the elastic band casing. So I'll mark all the way to the end like this. So this is how you're going to mark the back. But if you don't want it to be as deep as mine, you can figure out where you want yours to start from. So you fold it in, place it on another piece of fabric, and use it to cut out the back of your dress. So this is the fabric for the back. I've gone ahead to fold it in place just like I did for the front. I opened the fabric and then I folded it over. So what I'll do is to bring in my front fabric. As you can see, make sure you place them and make sure everything aligns together. So after doing that, I'll first of all trim out the base, which is the length of the dress. I'll cut all the way, making sure everything is sitting together. So after trimming off the base of the dress, the next thing I'll do now is to trim off the shoulder area of the dress. So after doing that, you can fold in, depending on the type of fabric you are using, you can fold in what we've already drafted at the back in order to cut the front. But I tried folding it and it was not aligning, so I'm going to redraft what I have on the back. Okay, so the line that I'm going to cut through at the back is the second line. That is the line I'm going to rule this straight line across, not the first one. Remember, the first line is the casing for the rope, so it is not included in this measurement. So the second line is what I marked on the back fabric. Okay, so now I'm going to place my tape on that second line and I'm going to go down to get exactly what I have on this line, which is 14 inches, as you can see. So measure yours. Whatever it is you get, you're going to take out the front fabric. That is if you are not folding it. I tried folding it, but it was not, the line was not straight, so that's why I'm remarking it at the back. So I'll place my tape and I'll mark that 14 inches that I got all the way in a circular form. You can see that the back is a U neckline, so you can go ahead and create like a U neckline as you are marking. So this is what I have after marking the 14 inches. So for the casing of my elastic band, I'll go down by 1.5 inches from that 14 inches and I'm going to notch that point. So I'm going to notch that point. After notching, I'm going to now cut through the 14 inches line like this. So now we have the back of the dress. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to head over to my sewing machine and fold in this 1.5 inches. I'll fold first and I'll fold over like this. Okay, I'll go ahead and sew. Okay, so after doing that, I'm also going to fold the neckline of the front and I'll sew the side of the front also. Okay, so I've gone ahead to do that and this is what I have. So to finish up the side, I'm going to pass my elastic band through the casing that I made for the channel that I made for the back. So the wideness of this elastic band is 14 inches, but I later reduced it, so you can do 10 to 12 inches. So I'm going to pass it through that channel like this. After passing the elastic band through the casing, I'm going to pin it to the front and I'm going to sew using 1 inch all the way to the end, and I'll repeat the same thing for the other side. So I'll also arrange the elastic band in place. So for the front neckline, I've already piped the neckline using the 1 inch, and I went ahead to cut out this rope that I will be passing through the casing. Okay, so I'll pass it through, and then I'm going to adjust it so it has the gathered effect at the front. Okay, so I'm done sewing the sides in place. This is what it looks like, and I passed my rope through the neckline area. So the last thing I'm going to do now is to hem the base of the dress, and yeah, that is all for this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. Don't forget to like this video, leave your questions in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.